Yes, 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 yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Am I banned or something from live streaming? All right, we got Dash traded on. I don't know what happened. I was sitting here all this time and it was um why it was taking so long, but I'm back. And first thing I want to do, I want to just say what's up to everybody for being here. And I want to listen. I'm gonna start this off like this. I'm gonna need this right here, right? I'm gonna start this off like this. 10 years ago, 12 years ago now, I got on YouTube 2012. 10 years ago, Tommy Sotomayor, myself, the Angry Man, we were, I forgot the other cat, Minister Jack. We was the headliners of telling the world about Black women. I'm still full throttle with a bottle. The Angry Man, still throttle with a bottle. O'Shea Duke, he got on. He does a lot of, he got his lane. I love his lane. Tommy's still putting foots. And since then, Kevin Samuels came along, and hundreds of females. So let me applaud those beautiful women. Hundreds of females are now talking and barking the same words that we spoke. So let me remind y'all of something that I've been saying for 10 plus years now. Women of color are the dumbest things on this planet. A roach is smarter than them. You heard me say this before. Today is the 19th of March, 2026. I am reiterating it. I feel sorry for you if your woman looks at the trash that is Black women and choose not to condemn it. Because if you have a woman of color and she is part of the sisterhood, she will not see nothing wrong, not one thing wrong with women of color today. She won't. So we're gonna talk about what went down in the Houston Rodeo. So I'm gonna allow individuals that's watching me on Negro Please. I wish you guys was over here on Dash Traded, but I'm gonna let this play. Hold on one second. She said jean panties. I'm sorry, it's not. All right, so let's talk about it. There are people such as myself that I would like to call a purist. No offense to nobody. I'm a purist. I believe that we are all, just like we conduct electricity, we need to be grounded or we'll get electrocuted. I believe that good and evil and all the frequencies in between transmit throughout the world. And however you are as a person, the frequency that is fitting for your character, that your character will submit to, will tune into it like a radio tuning into a radio station. So because I am a purist, I don't listen to rap music, I don't hang out, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do none of that. It doesn't make me better than you. I'm just saying, I don't do that. That's to even the playing field. I don't get no pussy, okay? So you can say, yeah, you know, I'm taking heed to it that you the man, because you get crunk, get bent, get lit, you about that life and all that, and I'm not, okay? So let's be clear. I just want to make sure I'm not offending you. But when it comes to the important things, when it comes to things, I kind of see it damn, do I say a decade before the average? Or should I say peoples like myself? And so I sit here today and I say to you, what happened at the Houston Rodeo is not at all a surprise to me. All I'm telling y'all is wait for next year or the next event. You see, what we've been seeing from women of color in the last 3 years is they have infiltrated everything of class and want to invoke the shit class to that. That's what we've seen, right? That's what we've seen. We have seen women of color go to Ruth Chris Steakhouse and now say, you can't take me here. It's like Applebee's. Go there with their ass out. We've seen that. We've seen them now going to places, snatch and grabs, the queen of the snatch and grab. We've seen them going to drive-thrus, running amok. They know how to go to every place. And wherever they go, they don't morph into the environment that they are in. They bring the shittiness to there. And there's something else that I've been saying for about 5 or 6 years, maybe 7 years now. For all those that follow me, you heard me say this. I've been saying this for the longest. If you was to offer a black woman $1 million winning lottery ticket or the attention from 10 men, she'd say, get that fucking ticket out of here. I want the attention from the 10 men. I've been saying that for 7 years now. I've been saying that. And what you're seeing evolve is the trash life. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing nothing but the trashness and individuals thinking that you gotta adjust, or life is not that unless it's the shittiness that they are doing. Now, I want to say this. I want to say this. You know, the beautiful thing about the current state of Black women is you know, the woman that I used to call my mom. You know, I don't speak to my mom right now because according to my former mom, excuse me, the actions that you see, that you've seen over the weekend at Houston Rodeo, they turned it into a bootio. I tried to crack myself up. According to my former mother, y'all all seen an illusion. Everything that you've seen, an illusion. According to my former mom, the actions that you're seeing, they don't exist. Even when I tried to tell her, it's not women of your generation trying to substantiate the difference between women of your time and mine. No, my former mom said, no, we're together. We're one. We're one. And you talk about one of us, you talk about all of us. Damn you, son. Damn you. I'm supposed to reply with, but I love you, mama. Give me a second. I'm supposed to reply with the old, you know, no matter what, I'll always love my mama. She brought me in this world. I'm talking about mama. No. I'm fond of the Todd Smith, my deity. You say what? Well, you can get the on, mothers included. I am, without question, the rebirth of my daddy, Todd Smith. I will not let him down. I will not disappoint him. The curriculum in which Todd Smith Sr. taught me, I will execute it aggressively. Oh, Oh, God damn. Ooh, that's a take. That's a take. Hold on. I want to be clear. I want to be clear. I want to be clear. No offense to none of you that didn't have a Didi. I love my Didi. I watch my Didi. Never waver. You start talking to my dad, he start tapping the tip of his boot. God damn it, you're about to get it. So when you're wrong and you try to reason with me, you violate all the teachings of my dad. And for that day back in May of 2019, when my mom tried to explain to me that I was wrong and women of color aren't like this, I don't know, she don't know where I'm getting it from. How you like me now? As I tell all of the individuals, not you guys, but the individuals that don't watch me, the individuals that said there's something wrong with Chris. Yo, you watched his video? Yo, you heard what he said? You can leave your apologies below the video. Again, these are the worst fucking things on this planet. They don't know their place. Everything that everything natural about them, they despise it. It is just amazing. It really is. It's amazing. We sit there and we try our best to, let me try and change the narrative on what I'm looking at. No, you can't. So I heard what has been said. The rodeo has changed their dress code. Let me see what this guy is saying here. Hold on a second. That is for individuals that are watching me on Negro Please. I don't have the soundbite coming through the boards for Negro Please. However, individuals that are watching me on Dash Traded, you heard what that gentleman just said? He said, he seems, I'm gonna play it again. Women of color that seems to want to make it a point of pride to be difficult. So let's talk about that, because I agree with that 1,000,000%. But before I say that, let me go here. Let me go left for a second while I got y'all on here. And I definitely appreciate y'all for being here today. As individuals will know, I almost sawed off 3 of my hands. A reason why I keep this on there to keep pressure on my hand, and I can't feel anything in this finger. The tip of this finger up, I can feel little like faints. My pinky is caught the least of it. But if I dated you, meaning if you were my girlfriend, you're not allowed to say to me, I hope your thumb is okay. So let me explain. I want to make sure I'm real clear on something. I came up with a perspective called pick a care. And pick a care is when an individual claim they love you. And before I say that, I'm gonna say this. Everything that every person was involved with that they told me about, I put my emphasis on 100%. It had my attention, and I was going to help them resolve it. It wasn't a question. When I got a call, I answered the call. I gave valuable, even if it's just words. And I got to admit, 85% of the time, it was just words. Speaking of just words, all I needed was, it'll be okay. All I needed was, wow, that's messed up what she did. I never got that from no woman. So you guys can tell me where I'm wrong at what I'm about to say on this on this on this Thursday, March the 19th. Please, by all means, tell me where I'm wrong. I have been dating individuals since I went through the nonsense with my child's mom. I was hurt. I told you I wanted to end my life. I never so much as got, the only person that ever talked that talked to me about it was, I can't even remember the woman's name. She lived down in Jacksonville, Florida. She used to follow me all the time on my live streams. And she emailed me one time and said, if you ever in Jacksonville, dinner's on me. I went down to Jacksonville, called her on it. We went to dinner, and she said, while we were sitting down, she said, Chris, you know, I've been listening to you for years. And the one thing that I think you just never had nobody tell you, Chris, it wasn't your fault. And when she said that, it was like a whole weight lifted off my shoulder. That was a woman. That was a woman applying feminine energy to a hurt man. And I'm telling you guys proudly on this Thursday, the March 19th, 2026. I'm telling you guys proudly, women are addicted to your pain. Your woman should be addicted to your pain. Women should always comfort you and nurture you. Nurture to bring you back. I haven't had not one woman say anything to me that I was dating. I don't care if we wasn't dating. You know, I'm gonna give a parallel example of a woman that I wasn't dating, because I sent her text messages. My friend Marilyn, she didn't owe me this and all that. We were never in a relationship. But individuals that I was actually in, and please, by all means, tell me when I'm wrong. Never so much as said, that's messed up. Well, from what I see from you, you're decent. Nothing. I got nothing. But then when I hurt my hand, which is probably 5% of the pain, of the mental pain and hurt and damage, because I'm damaged. I'm sitting here today derailed from a mission in life that I was supposed to have been on. I was supposed to have been doing something else with my life. But thanks to Attila Sean Bradley, I'm sitting here with a banner behind me. And I don't know if you guys remember what I told you, the 98.3, that is in fact is my daughter's birthday. And I've decided within the next week or two, I am removing the banner. I'm going to come up with a different name, but I'm tired of, I don't want it. I'm tired of always covering the basis of love, good, leaving breadcrumbs of love. Your daddy said, I've watched so many videos of dating sites overseas and see that they are nothing but women. And all these women have been police checks, they background checks. So it's different. I'm gonna leave that there. But I'm gonna just say this. How is it that you got a physical 5% of the pain that I got, and now you get individuals that wanna, I'm sorry about your hand, this and this and that, this and all that. Wait a minute. I was hurting before. You said nothing. You know why they didn't say anything before? Anybody? You know why? You know why? Let me just say this. I only date black women. So if you can put two and two together and say, because they're not going to say nothing bad about a black woman, or they're not going to do that. Nope. That's why. When you're hurt, I want you to learn from me now. When you're hurt and your pain come from a black woman, the black woman that you're going to be telling it to is saying to themselves, well, she only did it to you because you deserved it. That's what they're saying in their head. They don't see you as good. They all think what the black woman is doing and what the black woman has done is fair and just. Just know that. Just know that. So if I dated you, you're not allowed to ask me how was my hand. You're not allowed to. I'm not going to answer you. And I have to do everything in the video because I tend to get the women that don't talk. I can ask them, hey, where's this relationship going? They don't say nothing. Hey, let's nothing. They don't say nothing. But the fuck nigga get, let's sit down and talk about how we going. I don't get that. So again, I have to say it in the video. All right. You're not allowed to ask me. You're not. Ask me how I feel about what a black woman did to me. Ask me that. Because again, the pain from my hand is only 5% of the pain from that. But you tend to ignore that. And I just want to end this segment by saying this. That is how us nerds are. My friend tells me all the time, man, you're autistic. Maybe I am. Because I don't let nothing go and I make everything ironclad and concrete. Cool. But again, tell me where I'm wrong. You don't get to say, how's your hand? If we was dating and I was dealing with so much pain only for you to look at my videos and say, oh no, the sisterhood ain't gonna like this. Oh, my first ties to the sisterhood. So go to the sisterhood because I'm taking my ass overseas to Panama and I'll be booking flights from Panama. I'll be booking flights to Colombia. That's my life. That's where my happiness and my joy come from. Just watching videos, seeing that women are like, when they interview them and the things that they say, I'm like, wow, they sound like women from the 70s, but they're doctors. They sound like women from the 70s, but they're nurses. They're not saying that independent bullshit. They're not saying that they're alpha Colombian women. They're not saying that they part of no cliques and none of that. They're not saying that. So just know that. My happiness, I see where my happiness is coming from. My legacy will live on. Let's be clear about that. So I'm going to go back to what this guy said. What this guy said, I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it again. He said, you don't have to deal with black women to seem to make it a point of pride to be difficult. So allow me. The reason why women want to be difficult is because they have no worth. That's why, as he stated, black women seem to want to make it a point of pride to be difficult. But when you're difficult, you now in order to engage with them, you now have to go to their level. It's like no matter what nobody say to me, I don't believe tough guys. I don't believe tough guys. I don't believe none of that. When I see they say we're down here on the street gangs and they show 50 black dudes with their guns out. Yeah, nigga. I don't believe none of that. I don't believe that. I'm a war vet. One thing I know goes with guns is armor. I'm not understanding. You think a hoodie gonna stop a bullet? So that image don't appear. I'm not scared of that image. And so in order for you to believe we kill niggas. Yeah. You have to look at that and say, oh my God. But if you look at it and say, boy, it'd be my God-given pleasure to run into one of them up. Because right there, ooh, boy, I love it. Ooh, boy, I had me some fun. Yeah. So they selling chaos and confusion. And you buying it. So you be scared of it. That's what women of color do. They want to be difficult and only know how to be difficult because that's all they have. I just told you in the last take, not one woman said, I'm sorry you went through that. Not one woman said, sorry, no, not even my mom. Because they don't know how to be loving. They don't know how to do that. Whenever they have to be loving, that's them surrendering. It's like, you can't do that. This is why they are where they are now. They're lost. And you've seen it when they was down at the rodeo. You've seen it. It's nothing but ass. You look on social media, all you see is pictures like this. You can be, I can be at the supermarket and there can be 5 people in front of me and nothing. As soon as I get in front of them, I'm like, but are you serious? They're lost. They're lost. Let me tell you something. My mom seen what happened to me, still didn't care. Cursed me out like a dog on the street. Talked to me like my mom talked to me like I was absolute trash and witnessed what I went through. It don't matter. Y'all think that cutting welfare and doing all this is going to get them to straighten up? Divine intervention? They ain't coming back from this. Let me be the first to tell you. They will die on the sword of dumb. They will. There's no coming back. It's too easy. Yo, what's going on, D? It's too easy. It's too easy for them to say, I'll give and have babies and be reckless. That's a club that don't need you. You don't need nothing to get in that club. And when you dress sleazy, when you look at the pictures of the rodeo, was those $100 outfits them chicks was wearing? Were they $100 outfits? No. They were maybe $2.50 outfits. Garbage. From the I don't give a fuck class. That's what it was. You can't be a quality chick and say, oh, you can't be a quality chick and say, yeah, I'm going down to, no, you gotta go to the dollar store and get you a pair of jeans. Get you a $2 pair of jeans and have at it. My man, I appreciate that. My man Deshaun hit me off with that $20 super chat. $20 via my super chat. I definitely appreciate that. Let me just show everybody. Definitely appreciate that. $20 via my super chat. My man. So that's what y'all got to understand. It's easy to take a pair of jeans from dollars and things. Cut the pants off. Because that's trash. It's garbage. It's garbage. Did any chicks in there have on a pair of red bottoms? No, that wasn't the lane. Oh, you can't walk in. Girl, I'm leaving my red bottoms at home. I'm just gonna wear these flat. I'm just gonna wear you're a trash whore. It's not gonna get better. They listen. They are in too deep. They women of color, this Houston rodeo have shown us they are in too deep. There is no coming back. There is no, they have, what we are experiencing is layers. In order for these individuals to get back on track, it's going to have to be a complete, you know how we hear like a person that went to college, they'll say, I'm the first one to graduate from college in 3 generations of my family, right? You know, in order for you for there to be any type of starting to heal, you're gonna have to hear these dummies say, "Yeah, I'm from 5 generations of sucking dick." You know, time out, man. That's what's going to have to happen. That's what's going to have to happen. It's going to be like the year 2208. In the year 2208, you're going to hear them saying, in 2208, women of color going to be born like this. They're going to be... I'm going to surgery to get I'm undoing my lips. I'm gonna have normal girl lips. I'm gonna have white girl lips and Puerto Rican girl lips. I ain't gonna have these dick sucking lips. Oh shit. Oh, fuck out of here, man. They ain't gonna be getting BBL surgeries. They're gonna be getting undick lip surgeries. Oh, fuck out of here. Oh, man. Damn, man. I'm sorry. Y'all. I got off track, man. Shit. Tell me when I'm wrong, though. My man D Shizzle, he said, yes, the rodeo incident is the talk of the town. A shame how people were presenting themselves. Mm-hmm. Again, D, it is not, they didn't, listen, let's be clear about the Houston Rodeo. The Houston Rodeo was only a platform for them. That's how they are. You're talking about, I'm gonna read your comment again, D. And again, man, I'm gonna salute you, man. Thank you for that $20 contribution via my super chat. D Shiz says, yes, the rodeo incident is the talk of the town. It's a shame how people were presenting themselves. It's a shame how people were presenting themselves. As if, and I'm not challenging what you're saying. I'm just having some fun with you. No homo. As if to say, it's a shame how they was presenting themselves. Ain't no rodeo. I'm in Virginia. Ain't no rodeo here. They doing the same thing. That is, the rodeo gave them the stage. That's how they are. They didn't pop up to the rodeo like that. They went to the rodeo like that. That's how they are. Again, the year is going to be like 2208, and then they'll start coming around. But they lost. Again, they are so hell-bent on being reckless because there's no school that you have to go to be reckless. All you got to do is simply not have any worth. All you got to do is really put the emphasis on what they love to say the most. Anybody know what that is? Anybody know what it is that women of color like to say more than anything? You know what that is? Anybody? You know what that is? What women of color like to say more than anything is, because I don't give a fuck. Appreciate those thumbs up, y'all. Stop going with me. Stop being good with me here. Hey, listen, man. I charge $1 to watch my live streams. Y'all know I ain't playing around. But you can wave your dollar and just give me that thumbs up. That thumbs up is your fee. Attention is a drug for a lot of them. I've been saying that for years. I said it earlier. Remember, I have said this in the past many a times. You can give them a winning $1 million lottery ticket, or you can give them a choice. You can take this $1 million lottery ticket or the attention of 10 men. Do you think they'll take that $1 million lottery ticket? I've been saying this for years. No, they will not. They'll take the attention from 10 men. That's just how they are. They are lost. They are lost. They are lost. They're lost. You simply can't continuously keep allowing kids to have kids and think there's any resemblance of an adult due to age. That's all you see. I met a woman that was 30 years old. 29 years old, and had a 14 and a 15-year-old daughter. Ass was just the biggest damn thing you ever seen. Again, you cannot keep allowing kids to have kids and think that there's going to be any type of adult curriculum in this continuous cycle of birth. That's what you've seen in the Houston Rodeo. There was nothing about them that said I'm an adult. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing about them that said I'm an adult. Nothing about them that said I'm nothing. Nothing. Again, it's going to get worse, because what's been happening, listen, other countries have grown because the country, it has grown. There are no give me programs in other countries like there are in the US. So their growth has been inflated. Their growth has been fabricated. Their growth is not real. So they have accepted the we ares. We're this, we're that. We ares. They got more. They have grown in we ares in the last 30, 40 years than the I am. Yeah, you notice the we are, I am, we, all together, I, individual. They have grown more in the we ares as opposed to growing with I am, right? Every time you hear them go through something, they just got to make it all about all of them. They can walk down the street and fall in a pothole, and it could have been an earthquake two weeks earlier, and a tremor and a little crack opened up in the sidewalk. One of them will fall in it and say, y'all got to crick this. Y'all got black women falling in holes. No, you fell in it by yourself. This is where they are. This is where they are. It's just no way. No way. No way. They are lost. Appreciate those thumbs up, y'all. Appreciate you being here. Remember that thumbs up is your fee. They have went down there, signed up for all these social programs, and laughed at us. The first thing they say, everything they talk about now, a black woman. Y'all seen that? Y'all seen, excuse me. Y'all seen that interview Ice Cube was doing with them two or three black women. And Ice Cube said, I'm trying to do this for black people. Then they said, well, what about black women? Ice Cube said, black women ain't, wait, black women ain't part of black people? No. And then you will meet one and they don't condemn this talk. They'll sit down and be like, I ain't saying nothing bad about a black woman. People, let me go left for a second. when I turn on YouTube at night, when I turn on YouTube in the morning, it goes to workout videos. When I turn on YouTube in the daytime, it goes into clips of what's right with Nick's right, all my sports stuff, a lot of that. And then when I look at YouTube at night, the algorithm knows. I look at dating sites in Colombia, they got the Philippines, Colombia, and the lady be like, all the women here are, we do background checks on all the women here. All the women here want husbands, all the women here. And then they showed them, hi, I'm here with Jackie. Jackie is 18256. You look at the app, go to the app, 18256, you see Jackie. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So this one right here is a woman I was looking at, right? You see her ID and everything, and she's in Colombia. See her ID? See it says Colombia? So that's all right. So I look at these, I go on this dating site and I just look at these women. And I look at these women and I say to myself, that is my best chance. Now, I'm gonna move to Panama because I'm gonna move to Panama. But my point is, I am relighting the hope, but these individuals here, again, people, I am a purist. So when they do things, 30 years ago, when they were saying take him down in front of the white man, I knew they were demonic then. I was saying it then. I asked my mom, why do women say that? First time I heard a woman say that. That came off to me like, wow, why would you say such a thing? Y'all, I'm sure I'm the only one y'all ever heard speak about this. No other ethnic class of woman says this. Every ethnic group had our issues, and our women are the only ones that then turn around and take the issues that we had and says, I'm gonna go ahead and hold your feet back to this fire if you don't do what I say. I'm gonna take you down in front of the white man if you don't do what I say. And again, this is why you're here today. This is why you know me. You know me because when Atia LaShawn Bradley tried this with me, it was like, nah, I don't know who the fuck you think you dealing with. I'm tired, son. I went into court with arrogance. Nah, I don't know about all that. When Judge James Triano said to me, this is my courtroom, I said, nah, I don't know about all that. I know this courtroom belongs to the people. You just reside over it. That's what I told him. We ain't getting into all that nonsense. What's the extent of your law knowledge? Well, I'm not going to answer that, but I will say this. You guys tend to have a problem with anybody that knows the law above stop on red and go on green. If I know more than that, you guys got a problem with me. You got to forgive me for understanding all the laws in which I'm governed by. I'm going to wreck your fucking shit. You asked me to come to court. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. I believe that when you do wrong, you throw yourself at the mercy of the court. But all this, I'm going to just take you down for child support, and I'm going to just sit down there and take you down in front of the white man. Find Atia LaShawn Bradley, ask her how that worked out for her. It did not work out well for her. She used the same thing, used on y'all, same thing. It didn't work out well for her. It didn't. I got an individual up in New York, up in Rochester, looking at a brand new $150,000 judgment from a woman that got a restraining order on him on the 9th, didn't execute it to the 11th, In between the 9th and 11th, she polished his balls, sucked his dick, did all this shit for 2 days, and then wait until 11 o'clock at night and tell him to get the fuck out. Get out. You can make this easy. You can make this easy. Just leave the keys on the table and leave. You just brought yourself a nice, well, you lost now. You just got yourself a brand new $150,000 judgment. Now, he took this to 2 attorneys before, and they didn't think nothing of it. Oh, it's just what women do. No, it's wrong. It's wrong. So I'm not, unless me being drunk, running into a bus full of kids, and ending some lives unexpected incident. I'm not you getting a very cocky black dude coming to court. I remember one judge told me, you're gonna have to hurry up. I said, no, I'm not gonna hurry up. The Constitution doesn't say that I need to come down here and speed up what I gotta say. So I'm gonna say what I wanna say. Judge ain't say nothing. All you gotta do is just bite back at them. They'll say, oh, he one of those. Yeah, I'm one of those. Unfortunately, I'm educated. Just know that if you did not commit a crime, I'm seriously scratching my head as to why you going down there acting like you committed a crime. I'm seriously scratching my head. I am. If you did not commit a crime, I am so confused as to why you're scared to go to court. Let me throw this in there. If you work for yourself, I am seriously scratching my head as to how you paying child support. I'm just dumbfounded to that. I'm dumbfounded to that. I'm dumbfounded to, yeah, you work for yourself. You just got to bring your business paperwork in here. I'm lost to this perspective. I went to school for law, and what I was told was the lawsuit is only concerned with all those that name is on the caption. If Chris Carpet Cleaning is not on the caption, you don't get nothing from Chris's Carpet Cleaning. But y'all gonna, hey, listen, y'all gonna continue to listen to your lawyer. But Dave Nutzer up in Rochester, New York, the attorney told him he'll be paying alimony. Not after the motion that I drafted. He got his divorce and ain't paying alimony. He got his divorce and ain't pay attorney fees. He got his divorce and the $750 they said he was going to put him in child support. They put it in at minimum wage. But since that God beautiful day back in December of 2024, when he got his divorce, last year in 2025, he got brought up on charges for not paying child support twice times. But there was just one problem. He still had me on retainer. So Mr. Dave did not go to jail, and we said, we got some bad news. David will not be participating in your Title 4D program, and he won't. That's how I fucks with him. But again, y'all go ahead and just, yes, I got a client in Connecticut. I pay myself. They still want his bank information. I drafted up a motion and put a stop to all that. These are the women that we're dealing with, though. Again, this all started 30, 40, 50 years ago, probably 70 years ago. They were saying take him down in front of a white man. I'm sure they did. They saying that in slave times. They're the only ones making a mockery of it. Only ones. Only ones. Teddy Sanders said, I live in Rochester. Oh, shit. For real? But this is what when these women abandoned men and went on their own course. Let's be clear about something. You can't be absent of logic and think you're going to have smooth sailing. It is amazing to listen to these things It is amazing to listen to these things and think that there is absolutely nothing wrong with them. They void themselves of men and think there is nothing wrong with them. It's truly amazing. It's amazing how they took the term single mom and turn it and they want to turn it into a mainstream perspective on how families are. Did you see the Lakers play last night? They're making Kevin Durant look ineffective. They played last night, which was Wednesday night, and then they played Monday night, the Lakers in Houston. Kevin Durant had 2 points in the second quarter. They shut him down. The team shut him down. The team. And you listen to these individuals, and they would like to tell you that a single mom can do the job of raising children by herself. And this crippled perspective has caught fire. When I was in school getting my pilot license, I was the one thing that like I'm learning Spanish now. And the one thing that just had me dumbfounded I was super dumb, is when we got in the plane and I'm looking at all these dials in front of me and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. He said, just pay attention to the altimeter, pay attention to your alternator, make sure your alternator is giving you juice, you'll be fine. I said, well, what happens if we in the air and the engine shut off? I'm laughing because when I said that, he shut the engine off. I said, what happens if we up here in the air and the engine shut off? He shut the engine off. He said, like that? Yo, man. The plane didn't do anything. He said, we'll drop out of the sky at about 100 feet, 10 feet a minute or something like that. He said, we'll drop out of the sky about 10 feet a minute. He said, this is a glider. It's not going to happen. He said, every accident you ever see is pilot error. I was like, whoa, turned it back on. Anyway, this is what we get. We get individuals that are living their lives under the impression that they can do things by themselves. And again, it's going to get worse. What you've seen in Houston, that was just an appetizer. Teddy said, I paid child support for 13 years and then the mother failed and I was off. That's great. I have no idea what the fuck that means. The mother failed or she took a test? Nah, good for you, man. Just messing with you. But again, you cannot get women today to see. Listen, they think there's nothing wrong with them. Women don't see nothing wrong with them. They don't see nothing wrong with them. They look at everything that's going on when they go to the dollar store. When they go to the dollar store and buy a pair of pants and then come back and buy the scissors. And they cut them up and they be like, yeah, it's going to be right around my ass. Yeah, I want, yeah. And then they put them on and they be like, oh, I feel like draft right my hole. I feel like draft right my hole. I feel like draft by my hole. Then they be like, yeah, I just got to do a little snippet more. I want the whole ass. I want the whole hole out. I want the whole hole. I want my whole hole out, you know? You know, I'm telling you, y'all think I'm playing, man. Y'all gonna stop think I'm playing. Y'all gonna start taking me serious, man. Y'all don't be taking me serious. But y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. When they did that, when they went to the when they said, "Oh, you going to the rodeo?" Yeah. Ray at the body shop took my sandals and spray painted them red, so now they look like red bottom sandals. Then they said, "Girl, you don't wear none of that there. This is a Skippy event." Oh. Then they said, "Girl, I'm coming to get you. We going to the dollar store to get us some jeans," you know, and then they brought the dollar store jeans, and then they, you know, like I said, they didn't have no scissors, so they had to go back and get the dollar store scissors, and they cut them. And they was like, "Girl, I want to keep the pockets. I want to trim my ass. And I want the whole hole out. I want the whole hole out. I want to feel, girl, I like when I feel like that." Girl, I like when I feel like that breeze on my butthole. Girl, I just like wearing skimpy ass clothes because, you know, my stank box just get a lot of air. You know, girl, my stank, girl, my yeast infection. Girl, I can't give her this yeast infection. And girl, at the end of the day, when I take my pants off, a big plume of poof, that poof come out, girl. So I figure, girl, on a rodeo, it'd be so many people around it, girl, they won't notice my stank box. They won't notice my stank, and they don't know I'm straight stinky winky. Y'all think I'm playing? Y'all think I'm playing? I know y'all do. I know y'all do. Y'all think I'm playing. Y'all think I'm playing. That's why they went to the rodeo. It was a day to air out their coochie. That's what it was. I seen individuals wearing outfits, and it was like they were so proud. It was like they were so proud to have on that garbage. And I'm saying to myself, that the pants cost $2. The shirt was $1.50. It's like, and again, that's why there's no coming back. Listen, they are lost. We are at the bottom, and it's still falling. We're at the bottom of watching what happens when kids have kids, and then they kids have kids, and then they have kids. When you used to see 3 generations spread out over 65, 70 years, you're now seeing 3 generations spread out over 38 years. Yeah. You got grandmothers at 30, 38. Yeah. 30. Hell, you got grandmothers clocking in at 32. This is what it was. That's what it was. When I was 21, 22, my grandmother was 70. My grandmother was 70, 71 when I was 21 and 22. 50 years older than me. And one generation in between that, my mom. Now, you give a black woman 50 years, she'll have, you squeeze 3.5 generations out of that. This is where we at. Again, it ain't going. It's going to get worse. I'm going to be the first to tell you. Teddy said, my 11-year-old was smoking weed. Damn, 11 years old smoking weed. He has some black ass lips. No, I'm just kidding. And he says, I brought him here, got him correct. That's some good stuff, man. Good for you, my man. Wow. Glad to hear that. Wow. You should have sued her. You should have took him. You know, if I was you, I would have took my son to like class to get him. I would have took him to a psychiatrist, and then I would have sued the mother for traumatizing the child. I would have sued her. You being nice, my man. You being real nice. I'd had a lawsuit with her name on it. I'm fond of the lawsuit, y'all. Y'all just, I don't know. I'm going to say this and I'm going to get out of here, and I appreciate y'all for being here. But I don't know why you guys aren't fond of the lawsuit. The lawsuit is a gift. The lawsuit is like, yeah, you thought you was bad? Excuse me. You guys allow women to say things to you, jump in your face. You guys record it, and you allow them to call y'all a bitch ass nigga. You allow them to go all dude on you. You go dude on me if you want to. You're gonna hear, can I help you? Because you know they so bold. Oh yeah, you've been served. I'm not playing with no chick. I'm gonna do you quicker. Matter of fact, I'll let a dude disrespect me and check him on it, but I ain't letting a fucking chick even complete the damn nonsense. Not happening. There's something going on in these creatures mentally. I'm gonna be honest with you. In my 57 years of living, I only had two problems with customer service in my entire life. I had one incident with a black female that was like 4 times the time of the 2 that I had combined. And the time that I had the 2 incidences, the incident that I had with one black woman was like 4 or 5 times that. It's just amazing. And the reason why it's like this is they don't like us. Women hate us. You see my video I did earlier where the woman said, in order for us to get on track, we're going to have to kill 90% of men. Men, we don't say that about them. We don't. They say these things with ease. They say these things with no type of conscience. They don't have one. They don't. They don't have a conscience. They'll sit there and say all these things to you, and the second you say something back, they know how to turn it up. It's all good. I'm just here to tell you, me personally, it ain't happening. I'm gonna say this now, like I always say it. I'm tired, son. And unfortunately, individuals ran around here and, me personally, I did not get enough estrogen in my life. So the testosterone that I have in me has run rampant. I was watching a video today, dude in Thailand, 64 years old. He messed with them lady boys. He making it seem like it's a good thing to deal with a lady boy. I'm like, wow, bro, you really tapped out, huh? You really shit. He just tapped out. He said, I'm gonna get lady boys are the best. They're lady boy. I said, oh, you just no. Mm-mm. There are good women still out there. You just got to know where to find them. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 3, y'all. Y'all have a good one.